Oh, Jesus. We're losing them, folks.
Oh, shit.
It's all alive.
Oh, my God. Fuck. Straight at the camera. Just do it because today.
So scared.
Today we're doing another home cooking school, but it's a special one because
This is the mama-jamma.
This is mama-jamma.
This is really the only one that truly counts. If you can't cook for yourself, I don't know, get the hell out of the kitchen. All the rest is really bullshit. It's about getting in here, cooking for yourself, cooking for the week so you can survive.
Yeah,
You don't
so
have to go out.
we're showing all budget-friendly cooking this week. So you're gonna be able to cook for the week, cook on a budget, eat for yourself, eat your friends and your family. It's gonna be great.
All delicious stuff, really simple.
Simple.
Let's get started.
All right. First thing we're doing is, this is a classic way to save rice. People have been doing this since they've been, trekking the whole earth on cowboys and Indians.
You're right. They learned, I think rice was
So I got
probably
some
number
rice.
one ingredient with the cowboys and Indians.
The
out there.
rice is so good. Oh man, rice is everywhere, especially Asia.
But what Josh really meant to say is that most cuisines, a lot of the food they're eating is going to be some sort of grain. You know, they're going to have vegetables and meat to supplement it, but the grain is really like
It's not at all what I meant to
80%.
say. I don't even know what grains are.
The grain is going to be a big part of what you're eating throughout the week because it's the easiest way to expand a meal.
Yeah, and it's cheap. You get a bag of rice for a couple bucks. This one, no, you can get cheap rice. I don't know why it's got the highfalutin rice here.
This is basmati rice. Very great rice. It's simple to make. You're not going to wash it?
Not gonna wash it.
Fuck the wash.
You can wash, you cannot, depending on the rice. Basically 2 to 1. Some ratios are different, but check the back of the bag. Doing a 2 to 1 ratio.
When you're cooking for yourself, you want to start with some sort of grain. It could be rice, it could be couscous, it could be quinoa. Something that you can throw the other stuff into and create a bigger
Expand.
dish. We're expanding our life here.
We're expanding, but we're also gonna go a little crazy. Take some turmeric. And this, by God, this is turmeric.
That
It
is,
says curry
by
powder.
God, that is
By
turmeric.
God, this
No,
turmeric.
this is curry powder. God damn it.
So you're like, I have turmeric. I'm like, that's turmeric. And
So why are you putting turmeric in there?
So turmeric's actually gonna make it just beautiful and yellow, and it's gonna have a little. Turmeric is like the yellow mustard. That's the flavor. They put turmeric in it. That's what you're getting. So you're getting that flavor.
But for the most part, it's just gonna turn it yellow, and it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna look better. People are gonna be like bringing it to lunch. People are gonna be like,
I know when I get the yellow rice at the food carts, just having a better day when I see the yellow rice over the white rice. It's different, it's fun, it's delicious.
and I kind of think of this like a ticking time bomb that's not gonna kill you, because what's happening is, well, what you want to do with the rice is you want to
so
bring
confused.
it. You want to bring it to a boil, cover it, and simmer it. But in the time that it takes to come to a boil, you have just enough time to add whatever the hell.
It's a ticking time bomb that will not kill you. It will feed you. I get it now.
Feed you. So I'm just
You
gonna
can
take
throw in
scallions.
anything in there. That's, people start freaking out. Oh my God, my rice is not going to be cooked right. Literally,
Two
by the
shits.
time it starts boiling, you can have like 4 other vegetables in there that are all going to boil in there.
Scallions are great for lots of flavor. Mike, you want to smash up that garlic
Yeah.
for me? Oh,
Yeah, so don't be scared to just start throwing stuff into your rice. And all the flavors are going to infuse, they're all going to mend, and you're just going to have like rice on crack, basically, not just white rice.
And also, remember, everyone thinks that there's only one way to cook rice. You know, you bring it to a boil, you turn it down. That's the way we're doing it today. That's the classic way. But you can also just cook it. Like, you can make a soup, and you can add rice to it. If, let's say you made a big pile of chicken soup, right? You could dump rice in there and simmer it, and the stock will suck into that rice.
How about we just go through a few different uses for like a batch of rice? What do you use? I know I make fried rice probably once a day.
This guy like has
Definitely
an
not
IV just
twice a
going
day.
Right in fried rice.
I
Right,
just
you know?
make a big batch of rice and then I fry that up add some eggs, add some other stuff. Like Josh said, soup is genius.
Soup is great.
You can add it to a salad just to kind of bulk it up a little
stock
bit.
is nice too, actually, because what you can do is you can take just like chicken stock instead of water, and it makes super flavorful rice. Oh, excuse me, buddy.
No, I'm talking about things you can do with the rice we're making.
You can fry it up into rice patties. You can go for a long walk on the beach, buy the rice patties. There's a lot of things you can do with rice, but most of it involves eating and cooking. And another kind of cool note with scallions, you drop this in like a little thing of water, and it will just keep growing up. I swear to God, it will grow forever.
That's the 15th time you've told that trick. So
Cool
hopefully
trick,
you guys
everybody.
are new to this
Cool
video.
trick. If you take these things, most people don't know this.
Okay, so the scallions are in there, the garlic's in there. He's just gonna wait for it to boil.
Yeah.
And then you lit it, and then you set it and forget it, basically. That's what we say in this kitchen. We invented
What's
that.
it, like 15 minutes is like the proper rice time. Let's give it a little stir every once in a while. There's salt in there.
So this is the cool part. Say it's a Sunday. Say you have some time to cook for yourself. You set out 2 hours on a Sunday. You're going to be cooking for the whole work week or school week. You got the rice going. Okay, we're moving on to the next thing. We're making more stuff for the week. We've got chicken thigh. Look at these delicious chicken thighs for the camera.
Chicken.
Okay, so I got these at the butcher, but they sell them at all markets. These are bone-in, skin on.
Bone in, skin on.
Well, what
You
we're
can
gonna
get the
do
skin off,
is-
skin bone on, off.
The bone is great for flavor, don't get me wrong. If you're throwing that in a stew, you're cooking that for a long time, you're going to extract a lot of flavor out of there. But we're getting this crispy, we're cooking it quick, so we're going to debone.
Debone.
Why don't you tell them how to debone?
Why don't we see who has better deboning skills?
That's
How
a
about
great
that?
idea. Really, really simple to debone. Should probably show that camera, tell you the truth.
Tell you the
Okay,
truth.
we'll do one for them and then we'll show. All you have to do is really go around and just start slicing the bone out of there, okay? And it's gonna just
Fucking
peel
awesome.
away. And the goal is to keep on as much meat. And really, you know, if you don't do this perfect,
You're an idiot.
the world is gonna collapse as we know it.
Yeah, so what I like to do is kind of find where the bone is and cut on both sides.
Exactly.
And then sort of get under that bastard.
Just start
and
peeling it away with your knife, like you're shaving
Carefully.
the bone right out of there. Okay?
You know, this is a lot easier when you're not cooking next to
There you
someone.
go. Bone gone. Now there's some good meat on that, so you could save that. You could fry it up. You could put it in the stock, whatever you want. We're gonna throw it out.
No, we're gonna stock it. That's actually what we should be
Oh, great idea.
doing. We should be stocking it for the week.
No, what we're doing is
Good
we're gonna
waste.
throw this into there. Is that
Oh,
alright?
Shit.
Okay. Genius idea. We're gonna take these bones, put them in the rice. You're just gonna infuse extra chicken flavor into that
I
rice.
thought you ran out of ideas that I could ever appreciate. You go and do something like that, and you fucking redeem.
I just want to show one
Yeah.
deboning to the camera over here.
Debone
So
away.
you debone that.
I'm coming.
That is the worst debone job ever.
Well, I'm
Where did you learn to debone?
I've been boning since I was a kid.
Okay, so you take the chicken, you see the bone right there, cut to one side, cut to the other side, okay, starts to come away, take it, and this is where you kind of just peel it away, peel it away, peel it away, zing zang.
Peel the debonage.
Okay.
So we're making almost like a chicken
Wow.
stocked rice.
Things just got
Oh, wait, Mike.
freaky.
These though,
Things just got real freaky.
I should mention at this point, perfect timing because the time bomb is going off. This rice is coming to a boil, which means that we
Which
can
means
come-
you're gonna throw this bitch over here. Okay. And then we're gonna put this pan, this big ass pan. This is just a big ass saute pan,
the
non-stick.
non-stickage.
And we're gonna put that on about a medium heat. So by the time we're done with this chicken, it's gonna be ready to go in. So for the chicken, really simple. You could marinate it. We've taught you that many times. We're just gonna spice it up because we're cooking it right now.
Every boy, every girl.
Okay,
spice
so
up
for spicing, we'll start off with salt and pepper. Okay, just coat that up. Pepier, we like to
your life.
call it.
Papier.
That's the
You
pepier.
don't even need oil because the skin is just gonna defatify itself in the goddamn pan.
Okay, a little bit of garlic powder. Garlic powder is just flavorful stuff. Alright, and then I'm thinking some of these, a little bit of oregano flakes. Sometimes you just see what happens, and you know, I have no idea. Maybe the oregano flakes will burn, maybe they'll just infuse delicious flavor. We'll see what happens.
I will say though that oregano recently has become my newfound glory. I find out with any spices that I don't like, or any herbs I don't like, one day they come and they just destroy my life and say, hey buddy, I'm here, I'm gonna do something. Because I used to hate oregano, now I cannot get enough.
How could you hate oregano? Okay, next side, give my hands a wash. Same thing on the next side.
Same thing, oh, you're doing the double.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these chicken thighs and we're gonna put them skin side, like Josh said, in that pan. And they are gonna get crispy and cook at the same time.
I would avoid the oregano on this side.
You
We're
think?
gonna cook this side longer.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
The
Thinking
skin-
on your toes.
The skin is kind of like the protector of the meat because the skin will allow the meat to cook nice and slowly while it crisps up.
Yeah.
And then you just need a little bit of time on the other side.
Josh said no oil. You think a little bit of oil or no oil? I'll go no oil.
No
I'll
oil.
trust you.
You can always add.
You're right. By the time this skin starts rendering, there's gonna be so much fat in that pan.
Are you guys loving this or you loving this? You don't have a choice because you're watching and you're loving.
And the great thing about this is we got 4 of these thighs, alright? If you're cooking for yourself, that will last you at least 4 or 5 days, depending on how much you eat.
4 or 5 minutes because I fucking love chicken.
We're not
thigh.
cooking this as a meal. We're cooking chicken thigh so you can supplement that into other dishes. Maybe you want to make chicken fried rice, you know, on Tuesday. You chop up one of these chicken thighs, you have a meal for the day. So that's the cool part about making a few at a time.
This is a good time to mention that all this food, depending on where you live, it's going to change the price, but we're talking $30 to $50 a week for all of your food.
And the other thing is that a lot of people are scared to make that initial shop at the market. They want to go in, they want to spend $10 at a time, but you got to look at it as like a long-term weekly investment. You go in the beginning of the week or on the weekend, you invest, you know, $30, $40, $50, and then you're eating for the whole week, and I guarantee you will end up saving money if you make that initial investment. It seems like a lot, but just go for it, you'll end up saving money because you're not buying lunches every single day. That adds up quickly.
Speaking of lunches, next we're going to do some vegetables.
I can help you chop.
Sure, why the hell not? So actually what I like to do is I get a little sheet pan right here. Mike, do you like oil or you just want to go straight? You know what?
Oh,
yeah. I know what I mean, tin foil.
No, straight.
Okay, so what I like to do actually is I just cover the bottom of this with some oil.
Yeah.
And give it a bunch of salt and pepper.
It's a genius technique.
Like schmo.
This is saving you so much time, and you don't have to get a bowl dirty. Right now we're using, this is the one pan roasting vegetables for the week technique.
And this way you're taking like an hour on Sunday and you're cooking all your stuff for the week. You're eating, you're saving money, you're having a good time.
By the way, this chicken, medium heat, we're just slowly rendering down the skin and the fat. Eventually we might turn it up, but right now we don't want it too high or it'll burn.
So just broccoli, I kind of cut it, kind of rip it up a little bit. These can stay a little bit bigger. Toss them on there. No, we're losing the men of going everywhere.
The zucchini I'm just going to cut right down the center. Okay. And then I'm just going to chop it into chunks.
How are ya? Little did I know.
And the thing is, we're roasting all of these vegetables at the same time, so what do you want to do? You want to kind of get them cooking evenly.
Yeah, so in that case, the sweet potato is going to take the longest. Now, you can't eat sweet potato raw, so if it's a little under, no big deal. But what I'm going to do...
Same goes for all of the vegetables.
All of it.
You know, it's not the end of the world if
Yeah.
if it's a different texture than the others.
All I'm going to do is cube up the sweet potato, which is a vegetable, a little bit smaller, so it cooks a little bit faster. It's crazy, 2 people cutting on one small board.
2 people cooking in one small kitchen.
It's like trying to masturbate yourself twice with one hand.
What Josh forgot to do is take this broccoli, which has all this delicious stem on it. We're gonna use that too. I'm just gonna take this knife.
I didn't forget.
Slice it. You forgot.
I just didn't do it
forgot.
yet. I didn't do it yet.
Oh, okay. You moved on to the sweet potato before
Well, I wanted to
you
make
finished with the broccoli.
That's just how my ADD brain kind of works.
You're right. You're right.
Stick around soon. I'm gonna do a video called "How to Destroy Your ADD Forever." I already started working on it.
Josh has been destroying that brain.
I used to have the world's worst attention deficit disorder. All kinds of medication out the wazoo. Conquered it through meditation and all kinds of stuff.
Not yet. Basically, how he conquered it. He just went off medication, but it doesn't mean the ADD is gone.
It's conquered. It's gone. Nothing. So because this pan is covered with all kinds of oil and whatnot, it's already like seasoning itself. So all you have to do is move it around your hands.
Let's get a little more oil on top.
Yeah, you can throw a little bit on top.
And then a little more seasoning on top. Salt, pepper.
What's up with these guys? You forgot about it?
I didn't know if we had enough room. But this is so great. Once you realize that there is no method to the madness, you can throw everything on a pan and you're going to have vegetables that went from raw to delicious. All in one.
It's delicious. Mix it around.
Most people, I think, if you're gonna roast 3 different types of vegetables, it's gonna take you all fucking day. No, we're putting it all in one pan, throwing it in the goddamn oven.
That's a lot of veg. You wanna throw it in?
That's a lot of veg.
That's so good in that.
And again, we're building these dishes so you have options. Because if you just made like a certain vegetable dish, you probably get a little bored of it by, maybe Wednesday. So this way, you can take it, and you'll see we're going to make sauces soon. You can create any dish you want. Keep the variety going.
Got it all covered. Look at
Woo! Show the people. Flip it. We're not there yet. But Josh, you were right. We didn't need any oil because look at the fat.
And we'll get the chicken fat. We can store if we want. Well, that's getting there, Mike.
We're getting there. I would say another.
Getting there.
Just take a look at this chicken. I think we're ready to flip to the other. Oh,
Lordy.
heaven.
Lordy.
And it's cooking through. It's crispy on one side. So now the other side doesn't need as long. Oh my god.
Wow, that chicken skinny.
Chicken thigh is the best.
What do you think about this rice?
Ow! About the rice? I would say it probably needs another 5 minutes if my spidey senses are correct.
Just because you look like Spider-Man doesn't make you him.
Let's say, you want me to ask now?
We'll wait a couple minutes. Turn it down, make sure it gets real nice and low.
Alright, so the chicken is flipped, the rice is cooking, the veggies are in the oven. We have 3 things going on at once, but that doesn't mean we can't keep going. Moving on to the slaw, which is genius to make for the week because instead of a salad, which we do like making, coleslaws and things that are a little heartier, they're going to be able to stay. They're going to be able to, as they wilt, they actually get tastier.
You get your greens without your stuff that doesn't work out because the other greens, after a couple days, they get all wilty.
The other thing is people think cabbage is boring, but the truth is it's cheap. It's gonna last you a long time.
And it's not boring.
And it's not boring. You just need to make it not boring, goddammit.
If you're boring, it's gonna be boring, but if you're not boring, it's not gonna be
So
boring.
what I'm gonna do is build this right in here so you guys can see. Josh, why don't you grab some of those turnips, or radishes they are. Okay, so for the cabbage, really simple. There's this little stalky in the middle. So cut it down the center and just chop that right out.
You want me to cut it?
Yeah. Are you high?
No, not yet. I'll use a small knife. If we're 2 men, we're brothers and we're attempting to cut on a cutting board. It's way too small for us.
One day we'll have a bigger kitchen, guys. But right now, you gotta stick with us in this tiny little fucking kitchen.
You like it, don't you?
Okay, so then I just take the cabbage and I just start slicing it right down the side. Really thin. That's how I like it. Some people, once it starts breaking down, it can be a little thicker, but I like the thin cabbage.
He likes it thin, ladies and gentlemen.
And the cool thing about a coleslaw is that it's generally the same idea. You're starting with a cabbage base and then you're throwing in anything and it's all going to start wilting and coming together. So anything you have, you can use onions, you can use fruit. I love using pear, mangoes, but I don't know if we're going to use fruit for this one.
And also, if you want, like, you can dress half of it and not address the other half of it until later.
Okay, cabbage going in.
Cabbage is...
And honestly, half of one of these cabbages, this is like a medium to large cabbage, is plenty
It grows so big
of
when you
slaw. It is plenty. I might not even use all this. For one person, I don't know if one human can eat that much cabbage.
Oh, I can. I love cabbage. I think it's the best way to get cheap, delicious greens that will make you fart, so you want to make sure you chew this food, because it's a very farty food, but
Right.
no big deal.
That's why I've been farting so much.
Farting doesn't mean you're bad. It means you're eating good
You know what? I said no fruit, but I have a mango.
Oh god, this guy loves mango. Thinks he likes it as much as me. Call him bullshit. That's a good amount of that, Mike.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Just to go over cabbage, there's 3 types of main cabbages, and then there's all kinds of variations. But you've got your green cabbage, like so. You've got your red cabbage, like so, but purple. And they still call it red, not purple. I don't know why. I guess people like to call it red better than purple. And then you've got the Napa cabbage. The Napa cabbage is typically more expensive, but depending on where you live, that's the kind of stuff they use like kimchi. It's used in a lot of like dumplings, a lot of Asian cultures. For us, this is the cheap stuff that grows around here, so this is what we get. But look to see what you got. Oh my god.
Don't start eating my mango. So I forgot I had a mango, and I said before, adding fruit is great to your slaw. So I'm just slicing the meat right out of the mango, and then I'm going to slice this up fine. Just like the rest of the ingredients we're putting in. Just thin slices. Gonna be delicious.
This chicken is like
Tell me how that's doing.
treating itself to the end of time. Oh, it's done.
It's done?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you get it off on a...
Get it
Wait.
off. Where's the place?
Yeah. One more over here, little.
I can't get that
I
far.
feel like people out there are just waiting for someone to get stabbed.
I'm SP rude. I'm just gonna use this thing, picture.
Okay.
Ah!
Son of a bitch!
I gotta take a pincher. Alright. Man down, you wanna get me a plate or something? I'll put the mango in the slango.
I'm just gonna do a little more mango. One more cheek of the mango.
So this chicken is coming off, and one way to know if chicken's done, first off, if it looks this delicious, it's probably done. But if you touch it, and if you like, you gotta have to get used to this. We talk a lot of this about in videos, but it's all about the feel. It's like feeling a fine
It's
woman.
all about
you gotta
that
know, you gotta be gentle, but you gotta be aware of the signs. So if I'm pushing into this and it's springing back, you know, that's a good sign. If I'm pushing into it and I can feel sort of like rawness on the inside, you want it to be nice and
I'll tell you a
firm.
good sign. A little piece of chicken falls on the ground and it looks so good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I just picked it up and ate it. And it was good.
What is this mysterious of chicken you're speaking of?
Wow.
Oh man, I need some more of these rolls I can't reach.
That is good chicken. Holy shit.
Okay. This will probably fuck me if I... Can I pour hot liquid into this?
For what?
For the chicken fat?
Don't. No.
What?
No, don't pour liquid in there. You'll start a fucking grease fire.
What should we put liquid into?
Oh, into that. I thought you meant you're pouring liquid into... Well, why don't you turn it off, first of all? That would be smart.
I'll just pour it in here. So, not everyone will do this, but not everyone's as genius as I am.
You can pour it, yeah.
Let's see if we do it over here. You take all this chicken skin fat called schmaltz, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yep.
Schmaltz, it's like they use it a lot in Jewish cooking. So this rice is probably either done or burnt. I forgot about it. Oh, you got one of these things?
What? Yeah.
Is it
They're not. We got 300-degree oil.
it works well?
Yeah, it works good.
Awesome.
It's really cheap, too.
Yeah, I'm always confused about this. So I'm gonna check out the rice now while Mike finishes that. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
that's done alright.
Oh
Fluffy.
my god.
Oh my god, the freaking smell of this bastard.
Holy god. Okay, so you move that over here. I'm gonna finish this. What are you doing? I'm just gonna finish the slaw. So I'm gonna add the mango. Watch out, knife coming through. All right, then I'm gonna start adding the seasonings, which are very, very simple. Okay. Pick up that mango.
So Mike, just real quick, I remembered, talk about great ways to use something in many ways, more ways than one. So, genius idea to put the chicken in there because the bone's going to infuse some flavor into this fluffy ass
you're
rice.
gonna make a little stock or something?
No, not going to make a stock. I'm going to stock the stock. So, I found that if you take deboned chicken bones and you're not very good at the deboning, so there's a little bit of meat on there,
Chicken
you
wings.
fry these things up.
Chicken wings!
Oh my god, you have the best little buffalo wings because there's just like that extra meat, and sometimes you just want to suck on the bone and like squeeze it. So that's what we're doing here.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do for the dressing is take some sesame seeds. I fucking love sesame seeds and coleslaw. It looks pretty, it gives it crunch and flavor. Okay, I'm gonna take one lime, and this is your acidity that you need because it breaks down the cabbage and, is Josh humping me? It breaks down the cabbage and it adds flavor and it preserves it as well. It's a 3-in-1 flavor bomb. Okay, of course, a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of oil. I'm just using olive oil here. You know, oil seems to just add that little smoothness it needs. Okay, and then I have the...
You add vinegar in here?
I have the lime, but I am going to add a little more vinegar because this is like a vinegar-based slaw. Sometimes you get mayo-based over in America, but I prefer the light vinegar-based.
You can do a little bit of both too if you want.
Okay, just a little bit of rice vinegar.
Is that it? Can I go in?
You go in.
Go in for
This
the
is
kill?
the fun part. Josh is really going to just start breaking it down. He can get physical with
I
this.
smell it. Oh Lord, the freaking. What's in there?
You can keep it lightly dressed like Josh is doing now, or you can go in and really start breaking it down. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, like kind of massage it like that.
Yeah, massage it. That's what I like to do.
Alright, I like that. I really like that. I really like coleslaw. And I like it, and I eat it, and I eat it too. Oh my god, I gotta show you guys. These little wings, I'm telling you, you fry them so much, just in a little oil. And then you throw them with like some sauce.
I'm gonna dump out this rice because we need this pan for what, Josh? Tell the
Barbecue. The all-American barbecue sauce. Because barbecue sauce, I think, is one of the best things known to man. You know why? Because it can be anything. It's just sauce that is good for barbecue. And it's good for just about anything else, too.
This guy, every single recipe we do, he makes a damn barbecue sauce.
I'm going to come out with a book called How to Make Barbecue Sauce 6,000 Ways.
Yeah.
Because, no joke, I have figured out at least 600 million recipes for barbecue sauce. They're all different. They're all similar.
They all taste the same.
They don't all taste the same. They're very similar.
Okay, so what do you need for your barbecue sauce?
So this is a very, very basic barbecue sauce.
This is the world's easiest barbecue.
World's easiest. You've got the ketchup base, right? So squeeze a bunch of ketchup in here.
So you're not even putting like onions or garlic.
No. Yeah. Maybe in another lifetime, buddy. Just ketchup. Take a little. What kind of? Ooh, you got the apple cider. I asked for the regular, but he went spicy on it. I like it. Okay, so you just heat this up. This is another same deal. Like as soon as this thing has come to a boil, you're pretty much done your sauce. Take a little bit of this. So just vinegar, ketchup. Mike, will you give me some brown sugar?
Brown sugar.
Honey, you are my candy girl.
Sauce is all about, all cooking is really about balancing flavors, but you really see it in sauces. Right now, Josh is getting some sweetness in there. He's got the vinegar bite. What else? You need a little spiciness.
Ketchup. Yeah, now I need some spices. So here's where things really start to get nice. You take some cayenne pepper.
That's spicy cayenne. Watch yourself.
And this is nice because like I don't really include these in my pricing. Maybe every week you need to buy like one new spice or something, but
Exactly.
you get a jar of spice and you have it for a month or two.
Yeah, basically, add a little section of your budget for those new improvements. It's like home improvements, kitchen improvements. So maybe every time you go to the grocery store, you add one more thing to your pantry. Maybe it's a spice, maybe it's a kitchen utensil, maybe it's a big bag of rice. But something that's going to last you more than just that week.
A big bag of wheat.
A big bag of wheat.
So what you do is now, this is actually a little Brothers Green Rub One Out sauce. That's just like a little all-purpose sauce. Sometimes when my sauces are getting, not sauce, god damn it. Sometimes when my spices are getting low, what I'll do is I'll just take a bunch of them, mix them all together, and then kind of have like this one master spice that has everything in it.
And the best is you put this on popcorn, fresh popcorn.
God damn it, Mike.
The best.
What did I tell you about being
Check
a
out the
genius?
sneaky popcorn video for some more tips on that. Okay.
Oh, that's getting
So now what? You just bring that to a boil?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of figure out what thickness you want. I'm gonna add a little bit more spice. Do you have any suggestions for this guy?
A little more spice. Cumin.
Cumin. Cumino.
I don't know. I haven't tasted it. You're just throwing shit in. I'm sure it's fine. It looks good. It looks really nice.
Alright, so yeah, you just let that come to a boil. You can simmer for a few minutes.
So it's kind of like ketchup on steroids. If you really break down barbecue sauce.
Fried ketchup, yes. Basically.
Good on it. Just like ketchup, it's good on everything, but it's just going to taste a little better than ketchup.
A lot better than ketchup.
So he's going to bring that up to the boil, which gives me time to make my sauce. And this is one of your all-purpose sauces. Just similar to Josh. Josh's sauce, what would you say that's going to be the best on?
Everything.
Okay, but you wouldn't necessarily put that sauce on salad.
See, I disagree. I was about to say, one of the best things about this sauce is that if you are trying to cut back on the calories a little bit, you put barbecue sauce on salad, like a chicken salad. You feel like you're eating barbecue, like you feel like you're eating smoked barbecue, but you're eating salad.
Okay, so I figured it out. We're going to call this the heavy sauce, and then I'm going to make a light sauce. And you see that a lot with the Brothers Green cooking. We have multiple sauces, so you never get bored. You whip out some ingredients, rice, chicken, squirt some sauce in there, you got a meal. So Josh has
multiples. Brothers Green's got you covered.
Josh has the heavy sauce. I'm gonna make a lighter sauce. That's gonna be good on everything. It could be a marinade, it could be a dressing, or just squeeze it on your meat. Okay, so what I'm gonna start out with is some garlic.
I'll squeeze it on my meat, alright?
Oh.
Blendified. He's blendifying, folks.
You know, why don't we get this out of here, and I'll put this here so people can see. Alright, so garlic going in, and everything can go in whole. You don't need a fancy blender, but you do need a blender. Some sort. I'm going to take a little bit of shallot. You can use onion too, or you can skip this.
Well, if you don't have a blender, though, you could do it by hand. It's just, this makes it a lot easier, right? You just kind of throw it and forgo it.
Throw it and forgo it.
You throw it and you forgo it.
I've got some herbs here. I've got a little bit of dill, which I really enjoy. So I'm going to add some dill in there, and then a little bit of cilantro. Throw that in there. Herbs and dressings. Oh God, it's the best. It's really what gives it the joyness, the flavor. Okay, a little bit of honey for some sweetness. Will you get me?
Are you doing what I think you're doing? Is this a honey herb lime citrus?
It's a little different. But no, actually, let's do lemon. Limon. I'm gonna squeeze probably 2 lemons in there. If I can find the lemon juicing, there it is.
Another thing you can do that we like to do is take a mason jar, put a bunch of stuff in it, and just shake it up, and you've got your little.
That's a good one too.
Your little sauce
if you
in
don't
there.
have a blender. We've done videos on that as well.
You gotta just know how to shake it
Okay,
up.
so 2 lemons. All right.
Look at this fancy.
And then you know what? Just thought of something.
No goddamn clue.
So this is gonna be the wild card. It's gonna sound a little weird.
Good.
But I'm gonna take this peanut butter.
What the fuck?
Sounds a little crazy,
No!
I know.
No!
but this is gonna add awesome flavor and really good creaminess, of course. This
Nice.
is just some creamy peanut butter. Just 1 scoop of that.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Oh, veggies?
you gotta check on the veggies.
If you have a peanut allergy, you don't want peanut butter, any nut butter works. Almond butter.
That's some nut butter for you.
Oh, wow. Show the people. Here, don't use this. Use like a thicker one. But let's just show you. These things are roasting nicely, but we need to flip them. Okay? So Josh is just going to give them a little turn. Usually it's like 12 to 15 minutes until you need to flip them. And then you flip them, and then they go in for another 5 minutes. Done.
And I like to switch the pan around and all that kind of stuff. You
All
can
that kind
put it on the top thing, you can move it, you can shake it, you can limbo.
Okay, so I have this. I have the lemon juice, which is the acidity.
You can't
little
just
bit
make
of
the
salt.
sauce you always make and add peanut butter to it.
Ah!
I think you're gonna fool
Let's see
me.
what happens. Okay, and then another ingredient that you wouldn't think of, a little water. Just so you have more dressing. Right now we wouldn't get that much.
Excuse me.
Little water, and then I'm gonna emulsify in. You know what? Fuck emulsifying. I'm just gonna put the oil in now. Really simple.
Also notice, a lot of the stuff Mike's using for this, some of it's fresh, but you got things like peanut butter. You only need a scoop. You can keep a jar of this. So when you go to the market, if you check out our How to Shop at the Market video, some of these items that might be a little more pricier, they're gonna last you a long time. So we're only using about like, what, 25 cents worth of peanut butter?
Exactly. 25 cents, spot on.
Exactly. That's about a 25 cents worth.
Okay, now I'm
Throw
just
in
gonna
about
blend this
20
up.
now.
Start it on low. And then bring it up. It's getting creamier. The oil's emulsifying. It's coming together.
They like the blending.
Looks awesome.
Have you done this?
I mean, you know, the idea is I've done something similar to this, but not these exact. Nothing's ever twice when you really break it down.
Not that I know.
Okay, so let's
You got a
taste
bowl?
it.
Bolski? Is this Bolski good for you, Ski?
Yeah. Just gonna give it a taste. Most important thing when you're cooking. Okay.
Bowl.
Spot on, first time. Doesn't need any other. I like it. It's good.
Nice.
Very
Maybe a
nice.
hint of salt.
I like it.
Just a hint. I'm just hinting at a hint.
Okay, dressing, done. Look at that, glorious. All-purpose dressing sauce.
I like it. So we're just about there because give another little bowl for me, Mike. Where are all the bowls? Down there?
Under here.
Give me a couple little guys, maybe? Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
No, that should, the small one should be great. Alright. Barbecue sauce coming off.
We've got one more thing to show you guys to really bring this whole cooking experience together. When you're cooking for yourself for the week, you're gonna be craving carbohydrates. Everyone does. It's hard to get away from them. If you're gluten-free, figure something else out. I'm sure you'll get it. But what we like to do is buy these awesome flatbreads. Now these things on their own, they're pretty good. But what we're gonna do is take the semi homemade route, and we're gonna make them better. We're gonna crispify them up. We're gonna add some spice. So then you can start adding things throughout the week, and this is gonna be your bread base. You can make sandwiches, whatever you want to do.
You're gonna have a semi after you eat one of these things.
Oh.
Alright, let's clean that out a little bit.
Okay, I can
Master.
clean that out. So what do you want to do with these, Josh?
So you've probably seen us talk about these flatbreads a lot.
Like
As I
I
said,
just
they're-
did, goddammit.
Yeah, they were not pitas, but we use these things all the time. There's so much you can do. You can use them to make breadsticks. You can cut them up. You can fry them up and make pita chips. This is how you make pita chips, believe it or not. You can steam them. You can eat them plain with like pita, whatever. That's boring. But yeah, if you just heat them up and spice them, you fry them, they'll get a little crispy. They're gonna be so good.
Yeah, and you'll serve them. You can serve that to someone else and they'll be like, what the fuck did you do?
They'll
And
think
you'll
you
say,
made it.
Not much at all. Not much. So we're going to take a little bit of oil. We're going to squirt it in this pan.
Alright, I like it.
Maybe if should we throw them in whole or should we cut them so they can fit?
Well,
Cut them in half?
we could do fours. Let's do fours. What do you say, little chip ears? Chipskis?
Okay.
Chipski? Yeah.
So we're gonna just cut these in 4.
Alright.
We'll just do 2 for now.
Super never.
Okay. So just get these in the oil. And once we flip them, once there's a little moisture on the other side, that's when we will spice them.
Should we just go straight this guy?
Well, let's flip them first. Yeah, we have a spice mix here. But
Spice
you can use
mix.
anything.
This has got garlic, cumin, paprika, chili powder, little onion powder.
So now this side has oil in it, so I'm just going to hit the other side with just a little bit of oil so when we flip them, they're good to go. Wow, we are almost done. These veggies should be good to go.
Wait.
Let's wait. Actually, you know what? Since there's oil on this side, you can hit that side.
That's what I'm telling you, man. I invented the flatbread. Check out bacon flatbread pizzas. We made these amazing flatbread pizzas where you actually cook it on the top of here. You don't need an oven to make pizza. You can make homemade pizzas. You add your toppings. You crisp it up in the pan. One of the best things you'll ever taste in your whole life. I promise you
so
this.
These are not ready yet, but I think the veggies are.
Veggies are ready. I just want to take this and dip them.
What do you think?
I think they're good.
Yeah, they're good. Veggies ready. So that was about 20 minutes on the veggies. And look at all this deliciousness. Are you kidding me, people? Heaven is a place on earth when you got roasted veggies like that. And thank God we can turn off the oven because I'm beginning to sweat some ball sack over here.
There's lots of balls being sweated. Okay.
Okay, so let's so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the veggies to a bowl.
Mike, that barbecue sauce is gonna surprise you.
Yeah?
Oh my god.
Okay, I think we're probably ready to flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look at that. They're starting to get nice and brown. That's what you're going for. That brownage, that's where the flavor's gonna come into play.
One bite. For the fuck of it.
Oh, crispy. Okay, that one is really crispy.
2 bites. For the JP of it. Woo!
Okay, so let's get a bowl for this.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm so excited to eat.
Mine, damn it. Probably turn this down a little bit. Those got crispy fast as shit. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at the difference just heating up these things a little bit does. It transforms into a whole different world. And it somehow feels like it's fresh bread. Like it's almost as close as making pitas fresh. Would you say so yourself?
Yeah, it's one step closer, that's for sure. And I gotta say that took us under an hour, and yes, we are 2 people, and you can say we're semi-professionals. But once you get the hang of it, once you start doing this, you'll be able to crank out cooking for the week very quickly.
The only thing semi is what's going to be my pants after I try that chicken.
Okay.
All
Look
right.
at all this good.
Mike, I think we are Houston. We have
Guys, we'll see you in the plating. We are done.
Houston, we definitely do not have a problem with these flatbreads because they look fucking delicious. Okay, look, we just put all the stuff in the things.
This is a lot of food. That's all I can really say about this. Look at this. We got the chicken. We've got the flatbreads. We've got the dressing sauce. We've got the rice, the barbecue sauce, and the veggies.
And the slaw.
Now, for one person, maybe you spend 1 to 3 hours on a Sunday cooking this. This will get you through most of the day, and you will not have to go out to lunch every single day. That is the goal.
And if you're looking here, we have some options. We have the ability, we got our stuff in the Tupperware. You can keep it in the fridge or maybe freeze some stuff if you want. Sometimes what I'll do is like I'll Tupperware everything in 2 separate things, like chicken frozen, chicken regular. So towards the end of the week, things might start to go, you got them frozen.
It's always a race. It's definitely always a race.
So you got that option. The other option is you put everything in the Tupperware, but you do it all individual like days. So say for lunch every day you want to make lunch, you take a little bit of chicken, a little bit of this, and you kind of make these little packets in Tupperware. You grab one, you go, you can freeze those things too, but in this case Mike and I are just going to heat up a nice little bowl for ourselves, right? A little bit of rice goes to...
You gotta start with the rice. We're gonna sprinkle on some veggies, side of veggies. Okay, a little bit of slaw. Little bit of slaw.
Wow, that's a glorious looking slaw.
Of course, chicken. And look how balanced this thing is starting to get. You guys just,
good.
you know, it's not like you're eating a hunk of steak. It's just a few pieces of chicken. We still have plenty more. We got our rice, our veggies, our fresh slaw.
A little bit, a couple of slices of pita, right?
Now with the sauce is up to you. This is definitely great as a dressing, the peanut herb sauce. If you have some salad greens, you put them on the side, you sprinkle that over. We'll get a little bit of the barbecue sauce right on the chicken.
What I like to do, Mike, is get the barbecue sauce and the chicken, then just this kind of sits on the corner over there. Its own little experience.
Oh my god.
And then
Get a fork, get a fork.
Yeah, go for it. So,
I am so goddamn hungry and this is glorious.
buckle this. Alright, I'm gonna go for the full. What I like to do is take the pita, kind of dip it in the sauce.
I need that.
Get a little bit of veg on there. Oh my god. Screw the damn fork, use my hands. Get a little bit of this.
This is kind of a hands-on.
One bite for the goddamn hell of it.
No, this is what we're about. We've been making this stuff from the start. Meals that you can combine together, they all come together to make amazing, tasting, flavorful food. It's really about cooking for yourself, guys. You're going to save money if you just invest in the beginning of the week. But the most important thing is, you're going to feel a lot better. No matter where you go out to lunch, I don't care how healthy it is, it's not going to beat home cooking, the love you put into it.
The most important thing is, your chances of getting laid are going to go way up.
Oh my god, you bring this into work or school, the women are going to come running, the men are going to come running.
Whichever one you want, but it's a conversation starter. Because when you, listen, if you're at work, you bust out your takeout, people might be like, oh, what'd you have? But they see Tupperware come out, whether it's on the plane, at work, or in a park, they see the Tupperware come out. Imagine this thing, instead of chicken, it was filled with a little chicken, a little slaw, a little rice, and they want to know, where did you get that? And you're like, I didn't get it from anywhere. I made
this shit. Speaking of planes, Josh and I are so crazy about cooking at home. We cook our own meals for plane rides and on vacation. We'll cook for the plane ride and then we'll go to a place and we'll cook there.
On the plane.
We'll cook on the plane. It's all about cooking for yourself. I hope this helped.
Dude, that
if
barbecue
you
sauce?
haven't seen our other homeschool cooking videos, we've got Josh and a beginner's guide to cooking, very basic stuff. We'll link that right here. We've got a 15-minute dinner series, cooking noodles. Link that right here. We just did Mexican food. You can take that in right here. And also, if you just want to learn about veggies, click on this. Hopefully you guys are learning stuff. Let us know what you want to see as well.
We just released the Mexican today. Go check it out. You know, live on Periscope.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We need a saying. Or JP.
What's a good saying, guys? What should we say?
Go fuck yourself, friends. See you later.
If the food's good, no, good food, good music, good people, good life.